Hello and welcome to another episode of I'd Swipe Right to That. We're back. I think this is going to be our first episode that we are releasing in October. I'm excited to be here. It's been some changes in the past couple of weeks in our personal lives. So, Grant, let's kick it off. How are you doing? And also, what are you swiping right or left on for the week?
I didn't think about one before the show today. I forgot about that. It has been a while.
Yeah.
In terms of what I'm swiping right on, Orlando City Soccer, gotta swipe right on them. We just won our last home game of the season. I'm pretty sure it was our last home game of the season. I haven't seen, we have a few more games, but I'm pretty sure those are out at some other stadiums. But we kicked ass, went with some friends, had a really fun time. Dale, mi amor, vamos Orlando. You gotta love it. So
Wow.
those are some of the sayings, the hashtags that they use for the
Okay.
game and
You know
everything.
what? Let me just pull up my or this I got this for Rihanna. It's a Ted Lasso blanket right here. You got believe. So that
Believe.
that kind of goes with soccer and football and all that. Got the Ted Lasso blanket around me right now. Have you watched that
I've,
show yet?
I've seen like episode one of it. I have not finished it all yet, but it is right now. I've been binging Game of Thrones still, so we're getting there. That's what I should say. Is what I'm writing too. I'm loving that show.
That's what I was just about to say. I was like, yeah, you're on season 3 now, right?
Officially, season three, episode two now.
There we go. Okay. That is awesome. I'm really glad you're into it because I feel like our entire friend group was into it in high school. You just plugged your ears, said, "What is this garbage?" And now look at you.
What are you swiping right on or left on this weekend?
I'm going to swipe right on Blink 182. They have announced a world tour that is going to be all of 2023 and 2024. They got a busy ass schedule coming up for them. Founding member Tom DeLonge is back in the band, and they're coming to Tampa. So I just got my tickets for that today. They're coming in July. It's gonna be me and my mom at a Blink 182 concert. So what can go wrong? And they're playing at Amalie Arena, so it's not like we can get lost in a mosh pit. Everyone's gonna have seats at least.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
So all the small things.
All the small things. It's great because we're both turning 23 soon, and you got the "Nobody Likes You When You're 23." Not that song that you just said, but yes.
Well,
Wait,
that's a
was
pretty
that?
good segue.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was
Is
gonna say
that the
that's a
song?
pretty.
I'm totally blanking on the song now. Oh my god.
We don't have a producer today, folks, so we gotta look up the things all by ourselves now.
I know, right? Okay, I was getting them confused because I've been listening to them nonstop all like in the past couple of days when they announced it, and I'm getting all of them meshed together. Uh, that lyric I just sang is from "What's My Age" again, so
Oh,
we're good. We're good. Oh man, uh, but we got some things coming up that are going to be celebrated. You know, like you got October, November, December. That's the heavy hitting months for holidays. You got 1 to 3, if not more, each month that people celebrate.
exactly. You talking about April? What's going on in April? Nothing. August? Barely anything. These last 3 months are gonna be the ones where people are getting lit, dressing up for Halloween. They're gonna be coming together to get also lit for family political arguments and Thanksgiving. And then you're gonna get some bomb presidents during Christmas. It's the goaded season of the year.
Let's not forget about Indigenous People Day, formerly known as Columbus Day.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that changed this year. Or I think they enacted that last year, and now it's like I haven't kept up with it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, did that already pass?
I think so.
I think it was this week, right?
Monday.
Monday. There we go. Wasn't off for it. Don't celebrate fucking death. All right. No, we'll get into it. Uh, so we're just gonna go. We're in October. It's spooky season right now. Let's start with Halloween, Grant.
Ian, what's been one of like your most fun costumes that you dressed up for Halloween?
Ooh, good question. I have a couple that come like off the top of my head. I was Gene Simmons from Kiss one year. I did the full makeup. That was fun. I was a Ninja Turtle. That's probably my earliest memory. I was Raphael. And I think the last time I dressed up was my party freshman year of college. Um, when I was Andrew from Big Mouth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Remember you remember the Darth Vader one?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So Darth Vader, I was Darth Vader twice. Once as a 9-year-old or something like that, and once as a 17-year-old. Same costume. It was very stretchy and it fit. We went to Paula's party. Yeah, that was a show for quite a few people because that was very tight.
I remember going to that party as a Mormon, but I had crutches. Like I had the Book of Mormon with me.
Oh yeah,
I had the black tie on, and mom just had some extra crutches laying around in the garage, and I'm like, you know what? This will add some character.
there we go. It surely did. So that's one costume. Do you have a couple others?
I went as we remember Carlo, the frat guy.
Of course.
Um, yep, he had his shirt that said Delta Iota Kappa on it. Gotta represent. Um, this year I think I'm going as like a zombie or like something like like gothic zombie style. I got like some gray face makeup. Are you dressing up for anything this Halloween?
Um, Possibly. It depends on what I do. It's a Monday. I'll probably have to work the next day. Um, I'm just gonna be getting back from Atlanta as well on that weekend. Uh, maybe. I'm gonna put it in the maybe column. I'll look into my closet, see what else I can put on that's really tight. Maybe try on my girlfriend's clothes. No words.
So you're swiping right to it, I hear.
Yes, I am. Oh yeah, of course. I freaking love Halloween. We currently have a candy bowl. We had to get a candy bowl for the new place. We bought okay, so Snickers, M&Ms, and Twix. And it was the ghoulish edition. I think that's what it was called. So the insides of each of those candies or it was green.
Oh,
It was pretty cool. Yeah. Tasted the same, but it was green insides.
will it be green on the outside? That's the question.
It's green coming out.
Oh,
Oh. And I you know what? Speaking of since we're on Halloween right now, candy's related to it. I forgot how much I love Snickers.
yeah.
Like I when I bought that pack, like I said, Snickers, M&Ms, Twix, and I thought Snickers are the ones that how you buy those packs of candy and there's always like the one type of candy that stays in the bowl forever because nobody wants it. I thought that was going to be the Snickers. First thing that was gone
Eh,
because of me.
I would have thought it would be M&Ms.
No, the M&Ms are like the thing that is in multitude still. Like that's the one that no one's touching in our house. I think the Twix and the Snickers are all gone. Yeah. When you come
It's good.
over, you can have some M&Ms if you want.
It's a good market research sample for the Mars Corporation. They'll be able to. I don't know. I'm just talking about candy now. Um, yeah. I'm trying to remember which candy. I remembered one year someone tried to mix up Skittles and M&Ms in a candy bowl, and I remember eating them, and
Oh no.
I was very sad. So
Yeah.
don't put any Skittles in your bowl, please, Ian.
No, okay, so they're very, very similar in size, texture, yada yada yada. You don't eat those on the same day
Oh,
or not in the same hour. Like the fact that somebody did that to you, screw them.
terrible people. Terrible people.
Yeah, honestly, I'm swiping right on Halloween, but swiping left on whoever did that injustice towards you. Of course. Speaking of injustice, we're gonna talk about. I'm trying to segue to one of these other ones.
Uh,
Speaking of
uh,
uh, Easter, we'll talk about Easter. You said what goes on in April? Guess what? Only Easter, I think, and that's only for the fucking Christians. No,
I always get Easter confused if it's like in later March or in April.
you
It's
know,
one of the holidays that always screws me over because it's like I don't know when to plan for it.
honestly, it is April 9th. So you're not too far off from it being in March. It just makes that cutoff. I remember when I was in Scotland in sophomore year of high school, and I don't really celebrate Easter. It's not one of those things
Yeah.
you kind of celebrate it like growing up. I went to my grandparents' house every single year, and we would do like a an egg hunt. So that was pretty cool. But I was in high school at that point. But it was the first egg hunt that I missed. So I was kind of like a little bummed about it. I was halfway around the world, yada yada yada, having the time of my life. But at the same time, like, damn, I'm missing the family egg hunt where I'm gonna probably get like $10 because my grandma would hide cash, like dollar bills inside of these eggs, and I'm like, I'm in Scotland enjoying myself, and I'm thinking about the $10 I'm missing out on. So
Don't put all your eggs in one basket, folks.
exactly, yeah. Oh man, that's really funny. Oh, Cadbury eggs, yay or nay?
I don't think I've tried those.
What? So it's an egg, the chocolate egg, and inside is this like nougat. No, not nougat, like caramel. It's caramel filling, very delicious. Only comes out around Easter,
Kind of
really.
like Peeps and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, fuck Peeps though. I'm not a fan of Peeps. Anything marshmallow. I'm not a fan of marshmallow. Not a fan of cotton candy. Like that kind of ilk where it's just like supposed to quote unquote melt in your mouth. I'm okay.
It does not melt in your mouth. Cotton candy, if you dip it in water, it just dissipates, you know?
Dissipate. Yeah, yeah. But I'm sorry, I was taking over the conversation a bit there. What's your experience with Easter?
Oh no, I was gonna say I'm gonna swipe right or swipe left on cotton candy and marshmallows.
Oh,
I'm not a fan of those either.
same, same.
Um, Easter, I remember like going to church and like I remember being part of like the Easter hunts. I never found the golden egg because if you found the golden egg, you got a special prize. Um, Probably was bad stuff back then. But jokes. Um, but yeah, no, with Easter, like my family celebrated it, but I don't know, it was just kind of like a second Christmas at times. So I would get like a random present. I don't know. Like we didn't really like celebrate what Easter was or what it meant. It was just like a holiday that we culturally celebrated for the sake of culturally celebrating it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a poser holiday, so I'm swiping left on it. Easter can do better.
Man, if you asked my 12-year-old self this, I'd probably swipe right, but I it's really nothing to me at this point. Easter egg hunts, egg dyeing, uh, that's about it, but you grow out of that. So the memories of Easter and what I experienced, I'll swipe right on, but the holiday itself, I could care less.
What am I gonna do? Am I gonna get drunk with the boys while I'm egg dyeing? I mean, that'd be a fun activity, but
I think you just discovered what you're doing next April.
I think so. I'm gonna go to
Yeah,
Buffalo Wild
honestly.
Wings with some egg dye.
Hell yeah, dude. I think you're you're on the money there. My gosh. Speaking of on the money, I think the biggest money celebration of them all, obviously, St. Patrick's. No, it's gonna be Christmas. That's where you're
What is
gonna
a
get the most moolah.
Exactly. You're gonna have relatives who you haven't even spoken to in years, and they're gonna be sending you 25, 50, $100, gift cards to places that you didn't even know exist because they always get the ones that are close to their states. I'm talking to you, Grandma, for getting me a Myers gift card when I live in Florida. We don't have a Myers over here. We have Publix. Get it right.
I'll be honest. Yeah, I mean, I think you just answered the question, but I didn't even know what a Myers was until. But you just compared it to Publix, so it's a grocery store.
Yep, and more like a Walmart, I'll say, is like because
Okay,
they'll have like furniture and stuff inside, like another type of like store like that.
nice. Okay, yeah, I had never heard of that. Is that a northern thing?
Yeah, or like Central, I'd say, yeah.
Central. Oh yeah, true, true. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would have ever in my life stepped foot in a Macy's unless if it wasn't for Christmas, basically. Macy's, I'd get those Best Buy gift cards like, "Oh, Ian's into technology," just because I had like a PS2. Ian has a PS2, let's get him a fucking Best Buy gift card.
You play a video game with this one.
Yeah. I never bought video games at Best Buy. You go to
No.
like Target and Walmart for that kind of stuff. Get GameStop, you know?
Go to where they actually like sell. I don't know. Best Buy, I've always gotten sketchy vibes when I go there to buy something.
Anything really. Let's swipe left on Best Buy.
Left on Best Buy. Swiping left on Myers too.
There,
Forward.
there we go. But tis the season. Not yet, but if you're in the department store, tis the season already. Went to Target the other day. Like legit, my Target already has Christmas stuff out in their sections. So
They don't. They just skipped all over Thanksgiving.
they always do. They put Thanksgiving stuff on top of the Christmas stuff, really. But what's I already have a story lined up. I don't think I've told this one on air. But what's been like your best gift, or you can do a couple gifts if that's too hard.
I remember my family pranked me one year. It was when the PS4 came out, and that was the biggest thing that I wanted, you know? Um, so instead they got me like an Atari for like 20 bucks at Dollar General. And I was pretty disappointed. But then they showed the PS4 and I was happy. But you know, I didn't like throw a fit or anything, but it was something I was like, oh, thank you guys. I was like trying to hold back my tears pretty much.
Wait, so that was the same year you're saying?
Yep.
Like they got you a joke Atari just to and then the next gift was the PS4?
Yeah. To
That
surprise me. Like they kind of played it out for a good bit to where like they booted up ET and everything. Like I played that and I was like, oh, this is great. Thank you guys.
that is awesome. Oh man. The story that I had lined up, and if you've heard this already, stop me because I don't want to repeat anything. But I'm still heavily into baseball, but this was like when I first got like peak baseball. I was like 7 years old. I was heavily into collecting Yankee baseball cards. And one of the Yankee pitchers at the time, uh, shoot, I'm blanking on his name. But he had passed away in a plane accident. Like he died in a plane crash, and basically I asked, like on my Christmas list, I put one of his card my Christmas list because there was like an in memoriam card that was like very like limited edition whatnot. And then like how is my mom supposed to get that? This is like before eBay really kicked off or whatnot, and she's not going to go up on eBay or whatnot and like buy a card. Like I'm 7 years old, she's not going to do that. So what she did, stocking stuffer, she got me just a random pack of cards. So I'm expecting that card basically because I put on my list whatnot. I'm a fucking privileged ass kid. Now but so I opened the cards, and would you fucking believe that the first card in that pack is the card that I asked for?
No way. What?
Way, dude. And this is when I thought Santa was real. This was, I'm a young kid. I asked my mom a decade later, 17, 18 years old. Still think Santa is real at that. No, it's fine. And I asked her, I'm like, Mom, how did you do that, by the way? If the big guy's not real, how did you pull that off? And she's like, I didn't. That was like the craziest thing. So that was like a legit Christmas like miracle for some reason. I love that story so much because I'm like, what are the odds? She just picked a random pack of cards and I got the one. Like, I don't know if you know card sets, but there's like 600,
Yeah.
700 cards to a fucking series.
I play Pokemon, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! The odds of getting that stuff, you ain't getting that's wild.
Yeah, so that's a great story. I still have the cards somewhere. I kept all my Yankee cards. I really I'm blanking on the name. If Darren was here, he would know. No, but yeah, good times. So swiping left on Christmas. No,
You're a rat bastard, Charlie Brown.
oh yeah. Hey, Peanuts and Charlie Brown. They're a big part of Christmas, along with basically any of the holidays. They got a Thanksgiving special as well.
I have one too for Thanksgiving as well.
That's
Remember
what I just
that?
said. Wait, did I just say Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Did I just blank out?
I don't know because I said
I don't know.
Christmas and they also have Thanksgiving, and then you just said and they also have Thanksgiving. Unless I didn't, I don't remember. I could have blanked out, man.
Oh, we need Darren.
Yeah. Well, swiping right on Christmas, I assume.
110%. Plenty of great gifts gotten over the years. Great time with families. You always get like gifts for your dogs too, and the dogs are happy as well because then they're like, "Oh, I'm getting random toys this time of year." Hell yeah, you know?
I with Pugsley, my pug. Spoiler alert. Uh, we would get him. We wouldn't really get him anything, but we would put like a platter of like treats, and he would eat that while we opened presents. So he was still getting some action in on that
It's awesome.
for sure. And he was eating like it was Thanksgiving. That's the segue we were looking for. Oh man.
Thanksgiving. I've always seen like a lot of ads or like there's a lot of things in media where it talks about like, getting together with like the family for Thanksgiving. There's all like these political arguments that you guys are gonna have at like the Thanksgiving table. I haven't had that at all. You either? No?
Well, nothing like if you recall the SNL sketch with Adele's song Hello.
Yeah.
They did a Thanksgiving sketch where every single time that song would play, the argument would stop. It was a really good sketch. But yeah, nothing that blows up to where people leave or people like are uncomfortable. Nothing to where the people don't show up next year. But of course, there are those offhand comments from your uncle. He says something. Don't go to Thanksgiving on an election year, for sure. Like 2016, 2020, you're good on Thanksgiving. I mean, no, it's election season this November as well, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe skip that one this year. Go next year, 2023, but avoid it 2024.
Just go through the drive-through through your family's window. Just have them bring just DoorDash it. Just DoorDash
Though,
Chris.
oh yeah,
DoorDash Thanksgiving.
yeah, it could get ugly. It's very funny that Thanksgiving is associated with arguments just because that is like the big family gathering. You would think Christmas, but
Yeah,
Thanksgiving is first. So it's kind of I guess cooled off by the time it's Christmas time.
true.
Yeah,
I feel like you see more Hallmark movies for Christmas than you do for like Thanksgiving.
true. That is very true. I can't recall one Thanksgiving Hallmark movie if I'm being honest with you.
My sister could. I remember she would watch. My sister would go crazy during the holiday. I'm taking it back to Christmas. She would binge watch all the Hallmark Christmas movies, like leading up to Christmas. It got to the point where like you would just watch it and you'd be able to tell what plot points were already going to be happening in the future with it. So
Man,
Hallmark movies, they're one and the same. One and the same. They're one and done.
never got into them. Uh,
Don't
I
need to.
think I'm okay.
I think you're a lot better without them.
Yeah, for sure. The food aspect of Thanksgiving, you gotta love. What other time of the year are you gonna eat stuffing? Like,
Exactly. I made stuffing one time randomly in like back when I was living in downtown Orlando. I was like, "Oh, I see stuffings at Publix. I'm gonna try to make this." It was good, but it felt very wrong for eating it not during November.
Oh, no, I think they deter you from eating it when it's not November. They put different ingredients in it. It's the government. Tell
That
that to your
doesn't.
relatives next time. They'll love it. But it's going to be a soft swipe right for me on Thanksgiving. Uh, it's kind of more leading to the big boy Christmas, and it's also the signal, unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to think about it. Unfortunately or fortunately for Cyber Monday, Black Friday, get those
Yeah,
deals. Like I remember, like people hate like the fact that it's like it's supposed to be family time. Why are you thinking about shopping? Think about shopping. Like get those deals, man. That's how I got my PS4 back in the day.
exactly. That's how I got mine plus the Atari.
Exactly, exactly. That Atari, you think it was $20? Uh, only on Black Friday. Usually it's 25. Come on, get those deals,
Get those deals. But
man.
you brought up a good point though too with Thanksgiving. It just leads into Christmas, but Christmas leads into New Year's.
You
Then
are
you're at the end of the
correct.
year. The end of the year.
New Year's is such like you're still on the high of it being Christmas. New Year's honestly gets lumped into that. Like you're still gonna keep your Christmas tree up until after New Year's Day. The only difference is you're working. You don't have off New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. You got off for the holidays of Christmas, whatnot. You ain't getting those 2 days off. You're working, even though like you're going into the new year. So I mean that at least with my experience the past couple of years, it's not like oh let's have a party, let's celebrate. It's like no, I'm working until 10 p.m. I'm gonna watch the countdown and go to sleep.
Take so that's a sign, folks. Take your PTO now because you might not be able to take it on later.
Exactly. That's my message there. But maybe I'm a little cynical about New Year's. I mean, I still like it being the new year, but same you. You're not going to do that resolution unless you really try.
And I've tried before a few times, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did the whole bingo thing for a little bit. I'm gonna try again this year in 2023. I
Oh,
took a
yeah.
I took a break in 2022. Thought I'd be too busy working in corporate America. Realized I should have kept continuing because man, focusing only on work is boring and it's lame. So, new year, new me.
Yeah, exactly. Um, I feel like there's been so many reiterations of people saying "New Year, New Me." They're the same person. I don't think anything's changed. You're still a hoe, Nancy. Uh,
How
I'm
might feel.
yeah. I don't know. Okay, see, I don't know a Nancy, so it was okay for me to say that name. Well, actually, my grandma's named Nancy, but besides the point. Um, yeah, this is another soft right. Love the new year. You're getting into the flow of what's to come, but it's just another day.
I don't really feel like that new day, like as soon as it hits January 1st. Like it's just a normal day. Um, Also the gyms are always crowded the day after because everybody is going there to work out and it's just like, ugh, I just want to work out. It's annoying.
I didn't even think about that, but you are so right. Everyone's like, this is going to be the start. You just got to go January 5th, and then the gym is going to be the same again.
For that reason, I think I'm gonna refresh the app. I don't even think I'm gonna swipe right to it. I mean, I like the sentiment of New Year's, but at the same time, it's not like I've had some fun New Year's parties here and there, but it's
Oh,
nothing
yeah,
where
for
it's
sure.
like
For sure.
it's not Christmas. It doesn't live up to the hype, you know?
Oh,
Christmas already set up a pretty high bar, you know?
And you're like after you celebrate Christmas, you're like, when is it Christmas again? And honestly, yeah, we're in a period of time without we're talking about right now where there's New Year's Day, and then the rest of January is kind of nothing. Sorry, Caitlin, and your birthday. That's my sister, by the way. Um, Valentine's Day. That's the next one. That's the next big one that everyone celebrates. It's another Hallmark day.
And you're skipping Grant's birthday too.
Fuck. I just my bad. I'm sorry. You see, as I was talking about, like a little segue, a little sidetrack. Um, we skipped Leif Erickson Day, buddy. It was October 9th.
Is it because I thought it was in March?
I thought it was
And that, you know what, I'm thinking of St. Patrick's Day. And
Leif Erickson October
I'm
9th.
getting the countries confused. Yeah.
God, we've missed it. It was Sunday, Grant.
Fudge.
Oh man. So okay, let's before we talk about Valentine's Day, Leif Erickson Day. Watch SpongeBob. What's your experience with Leif Erickson Day?
It's only SpongeBob. Only SpongeBob. But I know you have a story.
Yeah. So I honestly, up until last year, it was only SpongeBob, but um, I went to this costume party um, back at UCF, and we were all told to dress up as a holiday. So like as your costume, you dress up as a holiday. Perfect for this episode. Now that I think about it, there's a gnat in my face. Um, I dressed up as Leif Erickson Day because everyone was basically claiming their holidays. You couldn't all, and no one could be the same holiday. So I chose Leif Erickson Day. Of course, no one else chose that. I will post the picture somewhere, maybe on our story on Instagram somewhere. So it's shown what I did, and that was pretty cool. No one guessed what it was at first, and they loved it when I explained it. So that was pretty fun. But I did break out in a rash because of the beard that I had. I was red all around my like the lower half of my face for about a day afterwards.
That's what it feels like to be a ginger.
I yeah, exactly. It would feel a ginger Viking. Oh yeah, yeah. I still it's so basically my costume. It was a Viking beanie with a beard attached. It was pretty cool. I'll definitely have to post that picture. Boom. Leif Erickson Day knocked off the list. I'm gonna swipe right on it. How about you?
Swipe right on it. Oh,
Yeah, there we
nice.
go.
You
Beautiful
gotta
times, buddy.
you wine and dine it.
Yeah, that is awesome. Let's get back to Valentine's Day. Your favorite holiday? You were saying right before the show how you just love Valentine's Day. You love buying those cards. You go to random elementary schools and give them out to the kids. No, that we didn't have that discussion.
I'm being mocked, folks. I'm being mocked. No, Valentine's Day, it's an interesting one. I always do the joke on my Instagram. It's probably an old joke now where I just like put together a little PowerPoint presentation on why you should be my Valentine. Or like I open it up for people to apply to be my Valentine. And it's always the homies that got my back and they fill out the application. So
Did you do that this year?
yes, I did. I
I
did it
want
for
to
this
say
year
I
and
filled that out. Yeah.
yeah, I did it for this year, the year before. I think those were the main 2 years. Probably take a break this year though, because Joke will probably be dead by then. But still,
I like it. You never know. Imagine finding your soulmate on there, but like you said, it's usually just the homies. They always got your back. They always got your back. Um, man, yeah, Valentine's Day, gotta love it. You know, when you're in a relationship, you get the it's basically the Christmas for couples.
yeah, I bet it
Like,
is.
man, my favorite. Okay, so I'm sorry. My favorite Valentine's Day gift though was about 2 years ago. Rahana got me a heart shaped box, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. It's probably gonna be chocolates that I'm gonna eat half of because half of those chocolates are bad. Whatever strawberry ones they got in those boxes suck. Hot take. Uh, it ended up being beef jerky. It
Beef
was a
jerky
beef.
with chocolate?
No, not beef jerky chocolate. It was a like sampler of different beef jerkies in a heart-shaped like box like candy or like chocolates. It was amazing. I ate that. I tried to pace myself. There was like 15 different jerkies and it was probably gone. I wanted to pace myself like maybe one a day. I think it was gone in like the first three. It was so good. They were like bite sized. I love beef jerky. It's great.
Huh. I would never have thought they made that.
I know, right? Very good. And then Grant, did you ever do the thing in elementary school where you would get like little Valentine's Day cards for the entire
Yeah.
class?
You have to give it to everybody, and then yeah, yeah, I've done that. I remember the one Simpsons episode, I think, where Ralph doesn't get, or no, Ralph gets one from Lisa, and he goes crazy in love or something like that. Classic episode. But that's what kind of triggered that when you said it.
Nice, yeah. I mean, back in it's kind of a big deal. Like I know you think that it's just a small gesture you're doing for the entire class, but I remember like if you get a Valentine's from like the girl that you kind of like in the class, even though she's also giving it out to all the other guys, the fact that she wrote your name on there, said the same message, but wrote your name, you're like, she thought about me.
She loved me.
She loves me.
She loves me.
Yeah.
I gotta do something for her.
Yeah. I wonder if they still do that.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't know if they do that or when. So taking it back to that Orlando City soccer game, when I was like walking in downtown towards there, like I don't know, I think it was a divorced dad. I got divorced dad vibes from the guy. He was asking his kids like, "Oh, they make you still say like the national anthem or the Pledge of Allegiance at school?" It made me realize like I feel like a lot of stuff has gotten like phased out from schools since we were in there. I mean, like cursive, Pledge of Allegiance, um, washing your hands, just like all the things.
Yeah, no, I really do wonder, like, if I ever have kids one day, hopefully I get back into swing. I can infiltrate a classroom again and be like, you guys still do this kind of stuff? You guys need the alphabet, right? You guys still handwrite or it's all just keyboards now?
Y'all had any new letters?
you guys, yeah, there's any
D
new
is
letter.
D is D finally a vowel?
Oh man, is it still sometimes why? Because I never understood the point of that. Man, that's some good. That's good. That's good. Hey, there any new planets?
Did we take off Jupiter this time? Come on.
Oh man, that's good. That's good. I whew, man, that's not. Yeah, I mean, I used to tutor back in high school. That was like my volunteer,
Yeah.
and I remember being blown away by the fact that they don't solve math problems the same way. Like remember how
Oh yeah.
you huh?
I'm on like education TikTok. So I know what you're talking about where it's like Common Core. Like they're teaching these kids entirely like I remember learning like the box method for doing like polynomials and all that,
Yeah, that's
They don't
exactly what I'm talking about.
teach that stuff no more. And it's like how are they learning?
Yeah, no idea. Like, I mean, we don't use it in our everyday, but geez, yeah, for real. Um, yeah, what holiday were we talking about? Oh,
Oh,
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, say
Yeah.
Valentine's.
I'll swipe right. If I don't, I'm a bad boyfriend. So
Um, I haven't celebrated in like a good while. Remember like I think one of my first um hello squad. What are your thoughts on Valentine's Day?
Me?
Yes.
What confuses me is its origin, but I do like it for the most part. Because I think it's cute and it makes people do cute things for other people. This is my thought.
She's swiping right, folks.
Yeah.
that was Sujena, everybody. Wow, what a special guest. She just dropped by. Wanted to call in.
She had a hot top. She had lot of strong feelings about Valentine's Day.
Honestly, she did. She did. Man, that was great. Thank you, Sue Jenna. Oh man. We're gonna swipe right, Sue Jenna and I. But what about you? Did you swipe right?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't had celebrated in a good while. I think one of my first. I remember in seventh grade, I gave like Skittles as my Valentine's Day present. That was my big introduction to Valentine's Day. I gave Skittles to a girl. So yeah, yeah. I don't have anything. I think I'm swiping left. I don't know. Maybe I'm cruel.
There I like it. I like it. Man, this is honestly another bridge the gap. Like you got Valentine's, kind of Easter. What's next is 4th of July, and that's already halfway through the year. Like the first half of the year, you're not celebrating a lot. That's why people are looking forward to the end of the year all the time. 4th of July, fireworks, some good times sometimes, unless you're at Lake Eola.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, that I kind of this year kind of changed my thoughts on it, I guess. But what are your thoughts?
It's hard to look at 4th of July the same after this year, where we had that shooting scare and we had to run for our lives because we literally thought like something real was going down. Ian saved my ass. He was like, Grant, look up. And I'm like, oh shit. So I was scaring on my phone. I had to drop all of my like turbises and everything. Like we just booked it like our lives depended on it. Crazy ass time in Lake Eola, so I'm glad I'm not living there now. Because I don't got to deal with crazy shit like that again.
No, yeah, no, definitely not. I like the idea of fireworks. It's always we were talking about it legit on that day. We're like, oh, with fireworks, it's like, oh, that was so cool. Is that the last one? Oh no, it's still going on. It's still going on. That night this year, we were like, when the fuck is it gonna end? Because they never. I mean, it's pre-programmed. They never stopped the fireworks the entire time while everyone was running away, basically. So that really sucked. So I not a big fan of loud noises anymore, especially in a crowded place where everybody's freaking out. But the idea of it's cool. Hey, we live in America. Let's shoot things up in the air and eat hot dogs.
Yeah, I feel like that is the most, it's weird. With hot dogs, you can still eat them around the year. Like stuffing, you can't. You can only eat that during
Yeah.
November. What is it about the Franks that makes it okay to eat around all year round?
Honestly, no, you are correct. And some of those like the I'm trying to think, like ballpark hot dogs, some of those packaging has like stars that are very similar to like the American flag. So there it's basically advertising year round, like patriotism, Independence Day, all that kind of stuff. And you can eat it year round. But you're right, the stuffing, you can't.
'Cause then at that point, like, what is more patriotic? Like Thanksgiving, where we actually like founded the country, or like Veterans or not Veterans Day, fucking 4th of July, where it's like where we actually earned it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's we need. Well, Ian, we never took theory of knowledge in IB, so we wouldn't know.
No, and hey, let's maybe oh wait, I Sujena dropped out too, never mind. Yeah, we can't even ask her. Yeah, man. Uh
We need Noel back to figure out.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You're right. I don't think I've swiped have I think I swiped left on Easter. This will be my second one because I try to give like at least two swipe lefts just so I'm not always so nice to these things that we're talking about. So this will be my other one. This year kind of ruined it for me and you as well.
It's I think next year if I'm gonna host another 4th of July party, it's just gonna be all indoors. We're gonna watch like the fireworks from afar, man. We ain't going out. Fuck that again. We need to win
Oh,
that shit.
for sure. Like family gatherings or friend gatherings only. Man, oh man. Yeah, I wonder if even Lake Eola is going to do it next year. Or if they probably will, high security.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we are down to the last big one we are going to talk about. Big as in just on Instagram, really. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's going to be National Boyfriend slash Girlfriend Day, which two different days, right?
Yep. Two
Okay.
different days.
We're just lumping it together because they're not real holidays.
Yes, I think there was even a joke on Twitter where it was like, I think like National Boyfriend Day got celebrated twice this year. Like,
As it
I
should be.
think but I think like guys, we literally like as a collective, they like just started celebrating or acting like it happened again, and everybody kind of fell for it. I'm pretty sure that's happened this year, where it's been celebrated twice. I mean, for me, I'm just gonna scroll past your guys' story. I'm sorry, but
Oh yeah, no. Rahana was asking, "Do you want me to post for boy like International or National Boyfriend's Day?" And I'm like, "No, I'm okay. Not, if you don't have if I don't have to post for Girlfriend Day, which I think I did. Uh, but yeah, like these are holidays that people like they threw a dart at a calendar and it's like, oh, this day is going to be that. Everyone is going to have to fall in line and post on their Instagram stories now.
exactly. There's no like cool backstory behind it, like Thanksgiving or Christmas or anything like that. Like at least make National Boyfriend Girlfriend Day like based off like Romeo and Juliet. Like that would be cool. I'd be down for that if they put some thought into it. But
I never even thought about why I dislike these holidays so much, and I think you just got to the root of the problem. You are right. There's no basis for these. Like it was just selected. If it was like the first time a the first time a man proposed on this day, all the way
first
back.
first time a man committed but didn't fully commit.
Yeah, yeah. Or
Boy,
the the first boyfriend who didn't cheat. I don't know. Like I like that. It's just that's such a like there's no basis behind it. It's a non-committal holiday. Like you're not going to do anything special for that day. It's just going to be a post. You're not going to buy a gift or anything.
exactly. Like tell me how many people have in their calendars right now, like National Boyfriend and Girlfriend Day, like marked. Like people aren't planning dates around it. It's just like, oh shit, I saw this on Twitter. I guess I gotta post about it. Or I saw my other friend post about it. I gotta do it too, you know?
Yeah, yeah. You see, along that crowd where we're like that. We find it and we're like, oh, I guess it's today. Who is the first person to be like, oh my God, it's today. I got to post about it. And they're the first to post about it. Like, what's going on in your life to where you're celebrating these made up holidays?
I wanna meet I'd like to meet the woman who came up with national like or wait, now would it be I don't know. I want to know the backstory of like who created these and like who like was like, yeah, you know, I love my boyfriend so much that I'm gonna create a holiday for them. But I don't want the holiday to really be about marriage because I'm not sure where I'm at yet.
Yeah,
Like it's like that where it's like, come on, you gotta don't you gotta full send it, full send
yeah.
it.
Okay,
Uh,
October. Am I echoing? Okay, I guess it's on my end that I'm echoing. October 3rd is National Boyfriend Day. August 1st is National Girlfriend Day. I looked up why or National Boyfriend Day background. The thing that pops up, National Boyfriend Day falls on October 3rd. It's a day to let your boyfriend know how much he means to you. That's the backstory. What?
It's like, did these holidays just suddenly come around like during the internet? Because like if you asked your grandma, like grandma, how many times did you spend like celebrating National Boyfriend Day with your husband? Like she isn't gonna know, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's I man,
I think
hot
like
takes on hot takes on these for sure. I'm swiping left.
Left. I think I think we are onto something though. We're uncovering a big conspiracy on who's setting up these holidays.
Honestly, like, and I'm really glad you brought up that point because, yeah, like, there's no reason. October 3rd, they threw a dart at a board, like, legit. And speaking
Like you
of,
have,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I
I
mean,
was
I was just gonna go into the other ones we have on this list
I was
that
gonna
are
say
the
like
same thing.
like I want to know like it had to be Big Mail that came up with Thank Your Mailman Day. Like
Yeah,
that's a real holiday.
yeah,
Like like
like,
like it's these companies coming up with all these weird holidays.
honestly, we should, let me see. Thank your mailman day. So yeah, we have some fun ones on this list to round out the episode. It's not gonna be like a speed round or anything like that. We want to talk about like what is going on these days. So let's start. Thank your mailman day. Just like my buddy Grant just brought up, February 4th of every single year. You better have a gift for your mailman on that day.
Oh, and if you think you're funny and you're gonna mail your gift to another mailman, go away. You gotta give it to them as they're coming up to your door on Thank Your Mailman Day. Even if it's a
Exactly.
Sunday. Even if it's a Sunday, you gotta give it to them.
Exactly. Then you got Squirrel Appreciation Day. That is on my sister's birthday, actually, January 21st of every single year. Um, you also have to give a squirrel a gift, possibly some acorns, some nuts. Leave it out on your front door. Make a friend, make a pet.
You
Yeah.
got Do a
Yeah.
Grouch a Favor Day. Did somebody I think this had to have been a Grouch who came up with this holiday
Mm-hmm.
because no way did anybody look at Oscar the Grouch and think, "Oh, I got to do something for that smelly man in the trash can." You know?
Mm-hmm. February 16th. So that one may be because I would imagine missed
Uh,
opportunity. Missed opportunity. It should have been after Valentine's Day.
yeah.
It should have been yeah.
All those people who were mad, like me, after Valentine's. Right. You got World Sword Swallowers Day.
That
That
is
one,
February 26th.
what how am I supposed to celebrate that? Do I swallow a sword?
I I don't know. Go to like a medieval show on that day. Like
They closed the Holy Land experience though.
the, you are correct. What's that one? That's the Arabian Nights. They have
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I
Which
guess you watch Game of Thrones? I don't know.
yeah, watch how about you go up to a bard?
Have to give him 5 gold coins and a sword and see what he does with it.
Exactly. Man, you want to read some of the other ones we have on this list?
The Learn Your Name in Morse Code Day.
Let me look that one up. Like describe that one while I'm doing that.
I gotcha.
Oh, good point.
You got that?
Yeah, I got it. I got it. For those of you who
Can't speak Morse code.
yeah, I can't speak Morse code. That he just gave me a riveting story. January 11th. That's on that one. And a lot of these are in the beginning of the year. I think we already talked about it. They're filling up the beginning of the year because all the big ones are at the end. Man.
You're just trying to stuff it up a little bit more, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever celebrated um learn your name in Morse code day?
I don't know Morse code at all. I feel like it'd be a useful skill to have, but at the same time, nah. I respect my time too much to learn something like that. So
Yeah. Yeah. One of the last ones we have on this list, but I can look up some more. I see we have a link to a website here. Ditch New Year's resolution day. January 17th.
2 weeks in, and they're like, "Yeah, it's your time to give up."
That's pretty funny. I'm really did you put this list on here?
Yep.
I really like it. What made you choose these?
These were the ones where, like, you got some other ones that are like pretty lame, like Old Stuff Day, March 2nd. Well,
March
Uh,
2nd, Old Stuff Day. What? Yeah.
you got March 5th, Cinco de Marcho.
Cinco de Mar I I like that. Oh man. Let's
These are just
see.
some of these were just bad puns that people decided to make into holidays. March 4th is March 4th and Do Something Day.
You got Onion Ring Day is June 22nd.
Big Onion, man. I'm telling you, they're behind this.
International joke. Oh, wait. International Joke Day is July 1st.
Yes.
Why wouldn't that be April Fools?
You would think that, right? But
Because April 1st is Fun at Work Day.
yeah, I've had to create like social media posts for International Joke Day. And I thought that too, because it was in like the middle of July, and I'm like, this feels weird having to create this post randomly in the middle of the year, you know?
Yeah. Ah, man, I'm trying to find one that I think you would like. Oh, let's see.
Goth Girl Day?
Is that is that on here?
Oh no, I was gonna say, is that the one you found?
No, no, I didn't.
Fair
I
enough.
think that's every day for you. Um, oh, this is one you like. June 2nd. They have to respect this, Grant. It's the day. Leave the office early day.
I would like that day a lot
Yeah,
because they be working me too much. They be working
yeah.
me too much.
But here's the catch. June 3rd is repeat day. So you do a double shift. You leave
God
office
damn
early
it.
on.
God damn it.
You see some of these do have backstories behind it, which makes sense. Like May 4th, come on. May the 4th be with you. That's awesome. I love what it's become. It's the day that all the new Star Wars projects get announced. Everyone's dressing up, everyone's celebrating. That makes sense. But April 5th being Read a Roadmap Day, what?
What? Which old man came up with that holiday?
Yeah.
You have VCR Day, June 7th, and that's like, who has a VCR anymore?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if there's
Well,
anything. Daylight Appreciation Day. You telling me we gotta thank the sun now?
that
Thank the what?
there I did see, I mean, my mom tells me this because she finds it on Facebook. There's a National Son and Daughter
Yep.
Day as well. Yeah. Probably no backstory on that either.
Well, I mean, I
No.
appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. I can get behind Sing Out Loud Day, May 25th.
Yeah.
Sing Out Day. So that's cool. Just burst like sing a song on that day in public. No one cares.
Exactly. And if they throw you in jail for insanity, say no, Your Honor. I was just celebrating the holiday.
Exactly. All right. I think this is the last one I'll bring up because I know you're gonna say something about it. August 13th, Left Handers Day.
Oh yeah, Ian gets his own freaking holiday, and we right-handers over here get squat.
Is
Get nothing.
guess what?
Ian,
There's not a right handers day that I see.
yeah, you like having things handed to you, huh, punk? Huh?
Man, you're the one who told me this year that it was Left Handers Day.
It
And
was.
and I was like, is this the one day I get a pass? And you're like, only today.
I remember that I was helping my sister move into college, and I was scrolling through Twitter, and I'm like, God damn it, Ian! It's his own freaking holiday.
He already gets his birthday, Christmas, and now you got this bullshit.
You're telling me he gets to celebrate Valentine's this year too? Again?
Oh man, that's some good stuff right there. Any final words that you want to talk about, Grant? Any holidays?
When is National Podcast Day? I feel
Oh
like
my gosh, when I used to work at the internship, uh, we celebrated National Podcast Day. Like we had an entire episode about it.
no way.
September 30th. Yeah, we missed the mark. Yeah, but we'll be back September 30th. And hopefully with Darren. He's getting his he's moving into a new place, getting everything set up. He sends his love, and I'm gonna send everybody my love as well. We'll post that Leif Erickson picture on our social. It's really great talking holidays. I feel like this is I mean, everyone celebrates something, so this was a good episode for the people. Sometimes we have some holidays or some episodes where we're like, I never watched cartoons growing up. I don't care. You better celebrate a holiday and watch this episode.
Because if you don't, we'll find a holiday that you will celebrate.
Exactly. But as always, my name is Ian.
I'm Grant Smith.
Oh, I forgot my last. I mean Castro. Forgot my last name. And this has been yet another episode of I'd Swipe Right to That. We love ya.
We love ya. Celebrating Valentine's Day early. Bye bye.
See ya.